My mother let my stepfather kick me out, and then had the nerve to ask me for money. I was 19 when I realized my mother was willing to sacrifice me just to avoid being alone. My stepfather, Raul, had been poisoning the house for years. Every meal came with a comment. Every argument ended in humiliation. That I was useless. That I was a burden. That I was too old to still be there. I was studying and working part-time, but for him, it was never enough. It never was. The night everything exploded is burned into my memory with painful clarity. Raul was yelling like always, saying he wasn't going to support a parasite. I looked at my mother, waiting, just once, for her to defend me. She was sitting on the couch. Silent. Still. Like I didn't exist. When Raul pointed at the door and told me to get out, it wasn't him who kicked me out. It was her. Her silence. Not a word. Not a look. Nothing. I threw clothes into a backpack and walked out. No hug. No, be careful. That night I slept on a friend's couch, hungry and completely broken. That's when I learned something you never forget: not all abandonment is loud. Sometimes it comes from the person who's supposed to protect you. The years that followed were brutal. I dropped out of school because I had to eat. I worked whatever jobs I could find. I lived in tiny, miserable rooms. Meanwhile, my mother posted smiling photos online with Raul, showing off their happy family. I had been erased. As if I had never existed. 5 years later, against every odd, I finished college at night. I got a stable job. I built myself up alone. Without them. Without help. Without love. And right when they no longer needed me, they called. My mother sounded defeated. Raul had lost his job. They were behind on the mortgage. The bank was about to take the house. I just need you to help us a little, she said. You know you're my son. My son. How convenient. I asked her something I had carried for years. Do you remember the night he kicked me out of the house? Silence. I was 19. I had no money. No place to go. No one. You were there. Did you help me then? She started crying. Not for me. For herself. She said it had been hard for her, that Raul had a bad temper, that she didn't know what to do. Excuses. Cowardice wrapped in tears. I'm sorry, I said, but now I don't know what to do either. Then Raul took the phone, like he had any right to. He talked about family. About sticking together. About how blood matters. I reminded him that the last time he talked about family, it was to throw me out like trash. He never called again. Months later, I found out they lost the house. They moved into a small apartment. My mother texted me at Christmas. I didn't reply. This isn't revenge. It's memory. Because there are betrayals you don't forgive, not because you're bitter, but because some silences take away your home, and those are paid for with permanent distance.